Welcome to Extra Throttle House. I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
And somehow, we've got our hands on a Lamborghini LM002.
The 002 or 002?
002 sounds pretty dumb, so I think people say LM002.
Yeah, it's a bit yeah. It's more classy, it's more Bond-like.
Henceforth, I will say 002.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a lucky moment for us because we've only got a few hours. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, and Collector Driven, the owner of this car and some other ridiculously lovely cars, not just Lambos, but a bunch of other stuff, said that we could play with Lamborghini's V12 SUV.
So if you don't know what this car is, or maybe you do know a little bit about it, there's an interesting history. Basically, back in the day, Lamborghini tried to get a contract to make a military vehicle for the US. That was called the Cheetah. Yes. It looked similar to this, but it was fundamentally different, and then it was a rear-engine American V8 design. They didn't get that contract. It went to the Humvee. Maybe Lamborghini kind of got sued somewhere in the process for copying some designs, and then they took what they had later on, under new management, and they made the LM001, and then this, the LM002, which has the Countach's V12.
In the front.
In the front, yeah. Very different, completely different. Basically, the issue was that the rear engine design, they were trying to hop dunes with it. And when you have the engine in the back and you go off a dune, they couldn't figure out how to get the front to come back down. They were so perplexed by this. Real smart of them.
Yeah,
real
well,
smart.
And as a result, we now have this ugly beast.
Oh, whoa, hey, hold on. It's chiseled like the jaw of an action hero.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's ridiculous.
It looks like
What's
Ursula.
What's this one for? What's that one for? What are they?
So this is
Looks
one
like
of
Ursula.
it's one of 300.
That's such a small number.
It makes it very rare.
Yeah.
And it's worth a lot. They're coming up to like $500,000 in value now.
Yeah.
And we're going to be really careful because it's slightly wet.
The tires, even though they're not the original ones, which have a sand ring on them.
Yeah, we have an original one on the back still.
Yeah.
So they came as run flats so that if they punctured, they'd still be able to drive. And then there was also reinforced edge, wasn't there? It's like almost like Kevlar style.
A Kevlar style material that made them really durable. But everything about this was designed to be for the dunes.
Look at it.
Right? It is the most absurd vehicle. The hinges on the outside. It has a door slam sound that can rival a G-Wagon, and a lock-unlock sound too.
Yeah, and this looks a bit different, this bonnet. Like, I don't know if you've seen LM002s before, but sometimes they have the vents and the things are all in different places.
Yes.
And that's because it's carbureted.
Yeah, this one's a European spec, so it has 6 downdraft Weber carbs. And as a result, likes to catch on fire all the time. There's like 16 fire extinguishers in this car, just in case.
That's okay though, because this is like the end of the Jungle Book, where the rain starts and the fire goes out.
Right, yeah,
So
we picked the right day for
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible to start a fire. But I mean, who would want to burn such an ugly thing? It's like, you know, with the dirt on the white as well. It's not its favorite position. And then on the back here, we've got these benches.
The benches are very neat. Like, I love that.
Can you legally sit on a bench in the back?
It probably depends on what state you're in, because yesterday here in Arizona, I saw a couple guys rip by in the mountains with no helmets on motorcycles, and that seems real dumb to me. So if you're allowed to do that, I feel like you should be allowed to do this. You know what I'm saying?
The size of these tires.
These aren't the original tires.
No, they're wide though, aren't they?
Ridiculously wide. And on the hub in the front here, you can actually see a little thing on it that says 4x4 and 4x2. This is obviously a 4-wheel drive car because it was for off-roading and stuff. But there's a lever for the transfer case inside, and high range and low range. And here you have to turn this hub to go between 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive.
So you can't do it on the fly?
I mean, technically, if you were really good fast and you had like a rope rappel system,
I have seen videos of people in the Middle East hanging out of cars, changing tires and things. So I believe it.
It's just really neat. Massive fuel tank back here, right? You know how big that is?
It's huge. Size of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. 78 liters or something. Sorry.
Gallons.
78 gallons.
Yeah, because a naturally aspirated V12 does not have a very good fuel economy.
I believe it gets 2 miles per gallon, which is like, I don't know, 10,000 liters per 100 kilometers.
I'm trying to get into the secret compartment.
There is apparently a secret compartment under the seats, but we're kind of a little bit nervous to pull and prod on a Lamborghini from this era because things just fall off of it. It's just kind of the name of the game. How you doing back there?
It's so secret.
It's so secret.
It's so secret. We'll show B-roll if it has it.
If it even has it, yeah. Oh, I didn't slam that hard enough.
Oh, look what you did. You made it ugly.
Okay, should we carefully drive this?
Yeah.
I don't usually start with the word carefully.
I'm going to go first because rear-wheel drive and rainy is just,
That's,
I've learned.
yeah, Billy knows what he's doing.
The door handle fell off.
What?
No, it's fine.
Just click that
It's
back
fine,
in
yeah.
there, and then it's two hands, the button and the pull.
$500,000.
Okay.
I want to fix something first.
Yeah, what's that?
Because I've seen Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
And I've seen how nice Nicolas Cage has to be to Eleanor.
Yeah.
And I've called this car ugly twice.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure this car knows that that's not an insult.
Yes.
I love pugs. Pugs are not conventionally
attractive
and I
dogs.
love them. So, and you
Right.
know, I spoke to the owner of this. He loves it for what it is.
Yes.
So,
Right. Be nice to us,
okay.
please.
It's very, very
You're
cozy.
really far away, and yet, I have absolutely no space here.
I've got no space. My
You have less space than I do somehow.
Yeah, elbows hit
Why
the thing.
do they
My,
prioritize the driver in terms of space?
okay, look at this. My hands are hitting the. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. All right, give it a little bit of a rev. She's carbureted.
That's a GT3 RS.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we're not in one of those.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
That does sound cool.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Dog leg manual. So first is where second kind of would be. Parking brake off.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Entering the public domain.
Oh, the suspension's actually a lot more. I figured it would just be stupidly stiff.
Look how big that is.
I can't see anything in front of me.
That's loud.
It's very loud.
Bit of second
Oh,
gear
okay.
grind.
If you guys are wondering why James is being so gentle, it's not because he's afraid. It's because the road is still very wet and these tires are old and it's rear wheel drive right now and we don't want it to spin up and spit us off the road. This is a
Okay.
recipe for
That's
a 360.
My indicator over here. Wow, it's a very short throw indicator and it's not attached to the
Oh, it's
steering.
attached to the dashboard.
The dashboard.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay. That is a stiff clutch.
Yeah.
And a stiff accelerator.
And a stiff accelerator.
Yeah, the softest pedal in this car isn't the one you want it to be.
Is it the brake?
It's the brake.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
Good.
feel very confident.
Nice.
This is the
What a noise! Oh my god. The Countach that we drove didn't sound anything like that.
okay.
Carburetors make such a difference.
Oh, that's a real soft brake. That's a real soft brake. Okay.
How's she turn?
It feels heavy. Feels the
Yeah.
almost 6,000 pounds that it
Okay.
is. Yeah, there's quite a bit of play on centre.
Yeah, nothing's happening when you're doing it.
Yeah. That's okay.
So, a lot of celebrities have owned these.
Okay,
Some
who?
very cool celebrities, but the one that matters the most to me, my absolute music icon, Eddie Van Halen, owned one of these.
Who else? Who does he share that company with? Who else owned
He
it?
shares that company with, I'm trying to think of who else owned one that I care about. Sylvester Stallone, I think, owned
Okay.
one. Rambo Lambo, right? Who else? Do you know anyone? I feel like there's other people.
Was it Gaddafi?
Oh, yeah.
That's not
Celebrity?
great.
I'm not sure that's the right word.
Didn't we say did Pablo Escobar own one?
Pablo Escobar did own one. I did read about that. Okay. Let's just Eddie Van Halen. That's where my heart's at with the Lamborghini LM002. That's a big road to pull onto
I
here.
don't want to go on this road.
No, but here we are getting on this road.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a bit dry here, so I'm going to be a bit more brave.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it has the same tones as the Countach, but it's like sharper.
I can't relax.
You can't relax, not at all.
It isn't.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Hear the exhaust? Oh, yeah. There's some raw fuel going through that. Those are not electronically made pops and bangs. Some crazy buttons in here. Here's all the indicators for locked, 4x2, 4x4, high range, low range, normal.
I've been indicating right the whole time.
Sweet, nice, good work.
I feel like that happens every time we get in a weird car. The Isetta or this.
The radio's up here, but I think a lot of the way that this was
I
designed
made a
was-
huge mistake.
Why?
The road ends.
Oh.
I'm still indicating right though. So.
Oh, good, okay.
Okay, we're gonna go
In the parking lot. Anyway, as I was saying, I think that a lot of this stuff was designed for military purposes. I don't know how true this is, but I read that the pedals are heavy because it was designed for soldiers with big heavy boots on.
Right.
I don't know if that's true or not, but it's a cool fact if it is.
And all these years later, it's just two soy boys.
Here's the here's the thing though. I'd say that would be true, except the Countach also has extraordinarily heavy pedals,
Yeah.
and that one was not designed for shoulders. I think that's just Lamborghini not really knowing how to make the accessories that are attached to their engines.
It won't let me go. There we go. Okay.
All right, let me drive actually.
Okay.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
I
to
kept
know.
us alive.
You did. We currently are living.
Billy did it.
Let's keep it that way. James.
Yeah, you can't get out.
What?
Yeah, sorry, it's that door doesn't open from the inside. I wasn't going to tell you in case there was a fire, because then it would have been such an easy out for me, you know. Throttle house is very
Just
tiring.
Get out and open my door.
Okay.
All right, it's not so bad to drive right away.
This is a much less comfortable seat.
This is the most cramped driver box I've ever been in. I drove a Caterham once and I had more room.
But the ratio, as a ratio of size of vehicle to cabin space,
It makes no sense.
what have they done?
I don't know how they did this. Oh my god.
So loud in the cabin.
It's just so loud in the cabin.
This is the Escalade V of its day.
That is just crazy.
But it's not it's not punishing when you come off the throttle. It doesn't.
No. The engine, I believe the word is tractable.
It's quite smooth.
It is quite smooth.
Considering relative,
yes.
yeah.
I have this that thing for the carburetors is so big. I have this little chute that I look down in front of me. I was indicating the whole time.
Hey! Bravos. This is it's quite felt up here. It's almost like an early Alcantara. It's like fire. It's like good.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
It's like kindling for the
I
fire.
was really focusing on my clutch release there around the corner. That's why I didn't respond.
Make it smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to still drive it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The shifter is. Oh, I was still indicating again. Yeah.
Nice.
You just can't hear it. The shifter is way nicer than the Countach's.
Yeah. Well,
It is way more. It's
the
way
Countach has a
easier.
gated shifter.
This is really cool, actually. I meant to relax and do it at that when I said that, but I couldn't because I can't put my arm over it.
I've got more space here to lounge, but
Little downshift.
seats.
Ooh.
You might not be able to hear that, but it's going. Blah, 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 blah. You have to trust us.
Dog legs are weird. I love them.
I remember when we drove the Countach, we drove it hard. And we had to pretend that life was a video game in order to relax while driving.
Yeah.
I think this sort of requires the same thing.
Where should I? I'm just following our camera guys here. I don't really know where. Oh, is this a field? Do I go in the field?
I mean, it is an off-roading vehicle. Oh, the suspension is
So
soft,
hugely soft.
very soft.
Oh, okay. That all of a sudden makes sense.
I'm not joking. It's we were just in the new Lexus GX. Oh my God! Don't tip this. Don't you dare tip this.
It's not gonna tip.
Oh my God! I didn't know you were going to do that. We were just in the new Lexus GX, and this feels softer.
Whoa!
Oh, don't like that.
Oh,
Don't like
it
that.
feels like it's gonna roll over.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't. No.
Oh, this is very interesting.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
Okay. So much lean.
Ugh. So, no, stop it. Stop it.
Oh my god.
Stop it. I don't
No,
like it.
that doesn't
I
feel
don't
good
like
at
it.
all.
I don't like it.
I don't like that.
it.
It really feels like it's gonna roll over. Okay, back onto the road.
Reliability aside.
What do you mean,
I've just-
reliability aside?
I've just realised how hard I was holding the handle. I think that you could overland this and have a great time.
James,
It feels very quiet suddenly.
we conked out. Like a classic Italian
That's
conk
good. At
out.
least you're not blocking
Oh,
two
hey.
lanes.
I can hear the signal now.
Were you indicating that
I was
whole
indicating
time?
the whole time.
Well, I think
That's a good spot to end.
that's a good spot to end. Ladies and gentlemen, the LM002.
Oh, two.